What's good, party people? This is the Woods and Wade podcast. This actually is the undecorated tree edition because originally, yeah,
Decorated tree.
yeah,
And it's still undecorated.
wow. So, for those who didn't watch last week's episode, I was all bahumbugging. There you go,
Yep.
bahumbugging about like how I don't like the holidays and whatever. So you
Yeah.
were so gracious enough to invite me and the family over to your place to
Yeah.
spend the time undecorating the tree with y'all because
Undec.
it was originally supposed to be a tree decoration deal, and the
Yeah.
tree didn't get decorated. But we shook our asses
We had a lot of fun.
and
It
we
was awesome.
stole money from each other,
We sure
which
did. I
which
am
I
broke.
you're broke.
Which
Yes.
I don't understand how, right? Like, so for those of you guys don't know CLR, which many people don't know how to play CLR, it's
Like the cleaning agent.
right, but in dice. And
Okay.
you don't clean. Well, you can clean with money, like you end up cleaning house. But
Yeah, I see what you did there.
so CLR is a dice game. 3 dice you roll. It's either center, left, right. Has a black dot means you get to keep what you have. You start with $3, $1 per dice, right? Dice goes around. You roll. So you start with $3. I had $25, and if you didn't have money or cash, I was like, "Here's your three," because I'm like, if you win, you got to pay me back. A lot of people didn't win, and I ended up with $6. I was like, how do I only have $6? I had 25, and I only played 2 games, so I should have only been down $6. But that's okay. It was all fun.
Which I mean theoretically you're an angel investor into people's gambling
Bankrupt.
habit. Yeah, bankruptcy. That's
Now
what you are.
bankrupt.
Yes. Which I mean, it's not too far fetched from like the what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried and I forgot the place that he fucking stole from in the Bahamas with this girl that looked like the chick from the alien from Mac and Me. Do you remember that movie?
Negative.
Oh, it was a bootleg ET, but I think it was better.
Then ET.
Yeah, I think it was better.
I'll be honest. I watched ET one time when it came out, and I've never seen it again. So I can't even begin to tell you what happens in ET besides this.
Okay, which
Other than this and the bike over the moon,
yeah,
can't tell you
I
shit.
I remember the first time I went to Universal Studios Hollywood and they
Mhm.
had the ET ride,
Mhm.
and I got my
You
picture
have to be on the
taken.
bike.
Yeah, yeah. So I
So
don't know
dumb.
what happened to that picture, but I think floating out in the ether, there is a picture of me with a animatronic ET
Just,
going. Yeah, just yeah. I'm probably all
just.
sweating because I was a pretty portly kid. So just like,
So now you're like at Universal Studios, working out,
yeah,
sweating up
pretty
your
much.
balls.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, I'm sure that ET when they got him out of the ride, because I think ET became Jurassic Park. I feel like that's right.
Again, I haven't been to Universal Studios since probably ET was the ride.
Okay, okay. Because I
And it's just animatronics just seem so like blah.
yo, but you know why we have to have animatronics and rides?
Because people get seasick or water sick or
No, did you see the viral video about the guy? I don't know which Disneyland it was, but in the Indiana Jones ride, you know, he was running, you know, behind the he wasn't running. He was trying to get the fuck away from the boulder, and there was, I guess, a part where he was supposed to hit a trap door. The trap door never, whatever, and he just the planned spot is he fucking gets toppled over the whatever, but the trap door didn't open. So the very real, I don't know if it was an actual boiler, but it was
It
something
can't
with.
be.
Oh, I need to send you that video. You be the judge.
I mean, like it can't be a real ginormous 10 ball. Maybe there's a way to it, but I don't. It can't be a real one.
Homeboy didn't get up, but it was also the end of the video, so I don't know. It
Did he
was.
die? Did he
I
just
hope
fall?
not. I hope not. I mean, I think we would have heard about it by now.
When was
Yeah.
this?
I don't know. I mean, like people's what they post on Instagram doesn't have any like timestamps. It's not like the camcorder, and you're like, oh, December 5th, 1972, or whatever the fuck,
It
you
was
know.
on. I think it's your birthday, not mine. No, type of shit.
this guy, this guy.
Cause
Um,
like the timestamp was on the side, so you had to like really look at it and like,
yeah, dude. I don't even. Oh,
who
that
owns a VHS still? We
I
have a CD. We have my dad had to have like the latest and greatest all the time, and so
yeah,
we still
same.
have a CD player, uh, and we have a DVD player. It's just there for decoration.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, I remember the last time I remember having a camcorder. I actually there was a Pacific Islanders festival over in I want to say it's Harbor City, California, right?
Okay.
And I don't know how the fuck, but basically I got it stolen. Like my dad was like, "You better not leave this alone," and left me in charge. I was like, okay, Dad. Yeah, and I fucking got it stolen. And he wouldn't let me live it
Nice.
down. Yeah, I know. But prior to that, funny enough, um, I needed I needed the camcorder to film something at. Do you remember Scrock?
Yes.
Yes. So for those who don't know and might live outside of the Southern California area, Scrock was a place in Torrance, California, where if you were
But it's still
behind.
there, by the way.
Oh, okay. So it stands for the Southern California Occup- a Regional Occupational Center. There it goes, Scrock, right? But what basically happens if you're behind on credits, or if you're good on your high school credits and you wanted to like parlay into bank accounting or EMT, that was the case for me. You got sent to the school and they taught you the stuff, right? So
Did they
like,
also have like electricians and drafting
yeah,
and shit?
they
I never went there.
yeah, they had electrician, they had mechanics. This is my one of my buddies. He That was what he did. I did EMT because I was like, oh, I want to save people, and then whatever. But I digress. But going to Scrock, um,
Wait, I want to know what made you think that you can save people. Not that you can't, but
I
what was the train of thought that made you go, I'm gonna ride in this ambulance?
ER was a big thing. Remember, like everybody was like fawning over George Clooney.
No,
No,
no.
no, you don't remember this, or nobody was. You weren't fawning over George Clooney in ER, or you
Um,
just don't remember ER.
no. I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Okay, yeah. So ER was a thing, and they all
It
looked
was a
so
soap
cool.
opera.
Yeah, yeah, but they were. It was a thing, and it looked cool. So it's like I'm gonna save people. Might get a trick or two out of it, you know.
Right.
And I think I went on my first ride along
Mm-hmm.
um, after getting like certified, or and we went to a place also in Torrance where you could. It was like a multi-unit apartment building, and you could hear this kid screaming from like the street. This is like a 300-unit apartment building, and you could hear what happened.
Am I
Should I
gonna be
stop?
bad about kids? Because I don't like hearing stories about kids. It's gonna be bad.
Okay. I'm just not doing that anymore because yeah,
Because of
so
that.
yeah,
Okay, let's not talk about the kid.
so yeah, so yeah. God, now I forgot why I brought up Scrock. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't
But
know.
I did a ride along with a cop,
Is
and
that
those
any
are
better?
cool. I think everyone should do one for two reasons. Maybe one, but probably two. One, you can see how much babysitting these poor guys have to do. Like, people get called on for the most stupidest shit, and it's like, do you guys really answer this? Like, people get called on for, like, my brother is on vacation and he left his meds. Now he's going cuckoo. Can you give him a ride to the cuckoo house? Uh, no. He's your brother, bro. You give him a ride to the cuckoo house. Like, the lady next door threatened me because I kicked the ball into her yard, and now she's threatened to bring her whole gang member posse over to my house. Like, how old are we? 12? Like, this is the shit people, like, cops deal with on a daily basis. And I'm like, bro,
Eh, I don't believe that. I mean, I believe that, but
do it right along.
that's not all I. That's not all.
I'm
Because I
saying, I'm saying a lot of the day that they do is babysitting.
well, I mean,
He
there's a
was
lot of
drinking too much and now he won't leave my house.
yeah. I mean that makes sense. I feel I feel that's right. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I actually just recently had a cop interaction.
How'd
I
that
was
go?
like, huh?
How'd that go?
Not great.
What
Well,
happened?
you're like, what were you expecting us to be like? Arm in arm singing "Kumbaya" down the fucking street?
No,
No.
that's what I want to know.
Yeah. So apparently on Colorado Boulevard, there's no
And I'll tell
U-turn.
you why.
Well, Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena, California, there's no U-turns. This is where they have the Rose Parade and all that
Right.
shit and
hmm
whatever. Well, when I was coming in, I was coming in really early, and the sun was like whatever. Uh, and the reason why I bring this up is like I make the U-turn, and this fucker, and I'm all like, oh, he's gonna go get something else, and I was just grabbing something from right there in the curb, and then when I get out, he gets off his fucking bike, and I was like, huh? So I get back in the car here, and I was like, and he was like, "Roar," and I was like, what's wrong? Like, whatever. It was like you didn't see that there's no U-turns, and I was like, where is there a sign? And then he was like, yeah, and he points to the opposite, like 30 feet the other direction. And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to see that one? And I was like, literally, the sun coming down over Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena. It was beautiful, but it fucking blocks your vision. So I couldn't
Right.
see anything, even if there was one, right?
Right.
So, yeah, he gives me a fucking ticket because I made a fucking U turn. And I'm all like, that. So I know what you're saying about, Mr. Policeman, my fucking cat's in the tree. But also, cops, just like any other, occupation, do dumb shit. And the guy, he was like I don't want to say he was a burly guy, but like, I felt like his people, like reading his last name, I'm not going to go into the athletics or whatever, but like, fucking like, I want to say like 1,000 years ago, like he was the descendant of Genghis Khan, and they were fucking. rulers of the earth, and now this motherfucker
Mhm.
on a motorcycle. Not even Eric Estrada or the other blonde guy. Not even Chips, whatever. Like he just
Mhm.
fucking giving tickets to people. Like what fucking public service is that?
Well, I mean, that's what they do, especially the bike guys, because they're trying to get into a
You
car.
okay? But that's the thing. You got a bike. That's in the words of the street prophet Borat, a certified pussy magnet, and you fucking giving out tickets?
Yeah,
Really?
that's what he does. That's why he stands there, waits, because he knows all you guys are gonna miss that. What I would have done is I would have taken a picture of how far that thing is and how blinding it is, and then took it to court and be like, "Look, this needs to get moved because I didn't see it 30 feet through the sun that was hitting it, and they could
Mm,
have taken your ticket off, and the city could probably move that shit forward." Because if it's 30 feet back, no one's gonna see that shit, which is the reason why he's there because he knows, he
no,
fucking knows.
he's a diminutive fuckhead that is trying to make quota, and anybody that I was. I heard on a other podcast that like that making quota thing is a myth, right?
Hmm.
But no, no, there are certain things that everything is monetized, right? Like
Right.
you know, police, the prisons, the prison system in the U.S. I mean, you could buy stock in the damn, you know, the parent company of all the prisons and stuff like. They're not even ran by the state anymore, right? So it's all this monetization, and especially
So
with
the prisons are run by the state, owned privately.
okay, but
So like the prison is basically rented out to the
right,
state.
yeah, which that's I mean, I just saw a story today about how in Arizona the, the fucking Arizona government where
Hmm.
they had this highly contested race between this former beauty queen slash news reporter Carrie Lake and somebody else or whatever the fuck, but they were they trying to figure out who won the damn race or whatever the fuck. And at the same time, elected officials went ahead, and it's Arizona, but sold the fucking water to the Saudi government.
What?
They sold the rights to the fucking water to the Saudi government.
How? It's water.
Yeah,
What do they sell? Like
the rights, just like
there's a
okay,
river?
so
How do you
so
have rights to water?
easy.
Tell me.
Okay, so just like land, right? When you buy a house,
Hmm.
theoretically, you assume that you're buying the land that the house sits on. That's not necessarily the case.
Correct.
But in the case with the water, right? If you own whatever parcel of land that you own,
Hmm.
and in the middle of it, there's a big estuary there, a river, a stream, a lake, or whatever, or they're gonna like, no, the lake and the estuary sits on your land, but it's not yours. But you have all the land around it. No, they
Right.
fucking included in it, right? So, and this is actually something that
You
um,
learn in Yellowstone. Have you seen Yellowstone?
no,
Bro.
that doesn't. The, Cowboys? No, that
Bro. Let me tell you.
it's Eric Bischoff's favorite show. I will say that.
Let me tell you.
Tell me,
That show is like Cowboy Mafia.
yeah,
Like,
wasn't that Ozarks?
nah, I don't know. I haven't seen Ozark, but
I
I've
liked it
seen
better.
Yellow. You have to watch Yellowstone. You
I'm not a
have
cowboy. I'm
it's
not a
it
cowboy
doesn't.
person.
Neither am I. But I binge watched three fucking seasons, waiting for the fourth one that just came out. I swear, you have to watch the first episode, just the first fucking 5 minutes. You're like hooked. You're in.
Okay. I mean,
I it's on Paramount. You have to watch it.
yeah. Eh.
I guarantee you.
You would agree with Eric Bischoff. Right? That's Eric Bischoff's favorite show right now.
Because
Would
it's
be
fucking amazing.
well, also he lives in Wyoming, so
That is it. I live in California and I love it. And I was
oh,
actually told about this show by my boss that we're in Nevada. And he watched it. He's like, you have to watch it. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking dope. So he sat there. I was starting to watch it by myself. And then I was like, oh my God, Jason has to watch this. So I told my
mm,
husband, I was like, we're going to watch it together. And then we were hooked. So
I
I'm telling
guess.
you, man,
I
good
guess. So
show.
so
Hell of a fucking show.
the agriculture farmers over in the Central
Saudi.
Valley,
Uh-huh.
no, Central Valley here in California, um, they the Nestle Corporation
Mm-hmm.
basically bought, like, I want to say, like, it's at least 50%, but I want to say it's higher, like 65% of the water, the rights to the water, right? And now, it's not just like droughts and whatever that are making it hard to grow up in Central California, but the first dibs basically go to the Nestle company so they can bottle the water and sell it back to the same fucking people.
Mm,
So you asked me how that's possible. It is absolutely entirely possible.
got it. Got it.
So
Definitely. That's wild.
yeah, I mean, the
It's
capitalism.
wild.
There's great things. Uh, I guess about capitalism, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a small business of any sort, right, and you do well with that one location or whatever, and then you
Mm-hmm.
branch out into this first, a second one, a third one, whatever, and you do that, right? That's where it's awesome. And my dog just um
She has an opinion.
yeah, apparently she doesn't like water being stolen.
No.
Um, but what happens is, it's good when it's that, small business
Mm-hmm.
owner, and then they, develop whatever. But then when those companies become a big fucking whatever, and they
Mm-hmm.
pay people low wages to, and do things to maximize profits and whatever, that's where it's not cool, right? So
Right. Definitely.
I mean, it's just there's no such thing as a perfect system, especially here in
Right.
the states, right? There was a more perfect union. That in itself is an incorrect sentence, right?
Right.
How can you get more perfect,
Right.
right? So, but this is kind of where we are. So yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
people, the elected officials that are supposed to do the bidding of the people, basically sold the rights to the water. I mean, I don't know what the percentage is or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
again, it's Arizona. First off, you got like Lake Havasu, the whatever, but also it's dry as shit and it's flatland.
Yeah. Definitely.
They've got a lot of native, reservations and stuff like that. That
Mm-hmm.
they still, you would think, the people that have been here for literally hundreds of years before 1776. I see all those like double guns and 1776 t-shirts running around or whatever. But the
Mm-hmm.
people that were there before that are still here, their descendants and everything like that. And you give them land that has been pillaged, much like their culture, of
Mm-hmm.
all the resources. It might have had, you know, it might have had gold or fertile farmland or whatever, but they got raped and
Mm-hmm.
pillaged, and now hundred how many hundreds of years later, your descendants are watching water go out. Didn't they have that, the transatlantic pipeline, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
was, the protests and everything like that, some of that went through Arizona.
I bet you if they watch Yellowstone, they would know what's up.
Oh Jesus. uh Jamal King Harris says, who convinced us we could live in Arizona and Vegas?
I have no clue. I lived in Vegas for 3 years, and I was miserable all 3 of my years.
As did he. As did he. He did that. He was originally from the 805. Up in the
Mhm.
Ventura area, and
In
then
my mind,
he's back
right? In my
as you
mind,
are.
in my mind, I was like, oh, Vegas is gonna be cool. Pretty sure there's shit to do, and we have friends and family out there, so we're good. It was the most boring time of my life. It was so boring.
I had the
It was so
boring
boring. I
time.
had two kids.
I mean, they
I had
did.
two kids in Vegas and then left.
Yeah. Oh, they just so precious, those two. No, but yeah. I mean, there's a lot of places. It's not just Vegas. It's not just Arizona.
I'm pretty sure.
But I also say that I'm a little bit biased, and I'm not
We
trying
gotta
to.
get a bottle.
Yeah, it's
My
Mr.
child,
Wayne.
he needs a bottle for the
Okay,
little one.
couldn't tell. Couldn't tell.
He thinks if he runs that fast, you won't see him.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not.
The getting the bottle, that might have been a giveaway too.
Here comes the other one.
Uh, Hi, baby. There you go. And Jamal King here says Yellowstone is a great show. I gotta finish it.
Thank
I
you.
don't. I don't know.
Thank you.
I Yellowstone or Sons of Anarchy.
Hi.
They don't. Hi, buddy. How are you? Good. See, he's talking to his CEO over here. Yeah, you're the photogenic one, right? You're made for like a vlog or something, right?
So I
This is
got
nice.
just took a shower. I got my hair
Oh,
detangle. Thank you. No, no, no. Look
Mario, I
here.
was talking.
We got the bottle, people.
You left a child. You left a child.
I think he's
We
Bruce
got
Willis
the
in his
child, people.
eyes.
I got the child in the
There you go.
baby.
I
In
feel
the
like that was his
bottle.
like Bruce Willis, Die Hard moment. There you go. That's it. I feel like we're in Zoom meetings in pandemic all over again, running.
Right?
Yeah.
Running children.
Yes. No, but I mean, yeah, Sons of Anarchy or any of those stuff. They don't. I don't feel like I'm in their demographic. So
You're
I'm
not.
like,
Listen, I don't know how else to tell. Like Jamal, come on, back me up. It's not like Sons of Anarchy.
no, but I'm
Not.
saying like if you
It's
like
like The
I was
Godfather
born
meets horses.
also like
But I've
yeah.
never seen The Godfather, so I'm gonna assume that's what it is.
So here we go. So I can tell you, Sons of Anarchy, right? I was born in San Francisco, right, where Altamont happened. Altamont is when, and this is like what, like 10 years before I was born, but you always heard stories of it,
Hmm.
where Rolling Stones they put on a free show at like a base or something like that, or whatever, and it was so kind of like shoddily put together that they were like, "Hey, what do we do for security? Let's hire the Hell's Angels," and
Right.
like people got killed and shit like that. So there's that, right? And then
But this is
okay,
Montana.
okay, okay, I'm getting to that, all right?
Okay.
Cowboy people and my people don't mix at
Right.
all. Like,
100%.
right. So that's where I'm like, I'm not in the target demographic. In the WWE, there's this guy named Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman looks like I don't know, like an 8 foot, like you just want to, like in his mind, he wants to put a nice hood on, a nice white hood in this,
Right.
you know? So that's like, I'm not in their target demographic. You're not going to catch me watching NASCAR. You're not,
Is there a
you know,
black person? There is a black person in
one.
that show.
Just like everybody's like, I'm not racist. I like Hootie or Darius Rucker. He's that boy good. No,
Well, now look,
I'm good.
he serves his purpose.
Who, Derek?
I'm telling you, look, don't have me have you come over to sit here and watch an episode of
You
Yellowstone.
know what? The last time somebody said that, it was about this movie called Gran Torino. Have you heard of it?
No, yes, and it was
It was Clint Eastwood.
awful.
Yes, right, 100%, right? And they were like, "You got to see this. It's great and whatever." And I was
Have
like,
you seen Ford versus Ferrari?
No, I know an actor. Wait, but let me. I think I did see that. Never
Yeah, go
mind.
ahead. Yeah,
I
go
did see
ahead.
that.
Finish your thought.
No, no. So basically, um, oh fuck, I forgot it. Yeah. Let's see if we get some clarity. Jamal King Harris says facts, Adam. We don't mix, but I think it's the fact that we don't know much about that world and also finding out they're different from us. Okay.
They're not
I I
that different from us.
I see the principle. I get the principle. And you're talking, and this is not a black white thing, right? Because like uh, on my way home, I had like fucking Fallout Boy, which I just also found out that Pete Wentz, the bass player that dated Ashley Simpson and whatever, like he's half black. I didn't know that. Holy shit, right? Much like Slash and Lenny Kravitz, right? But
Well,
so it's
Lenny Kravitz is clearly black
yeah, yeah,
somehow.
100%. As is Slash, but
Right.
but with that being said, so it's not a black white thing. It's just like there's some like I was in yeah, bro, dance, right on, fuck yeah. I was listening to Fallout Boy this morning, 100%. So it's not even a black or white thing because one would argue that a lot of my music consumption is like and it's weird because like my kids and their friends call me a boomer, which is weird because I'm all like that
But you're
is
not a boomer.
yeah, I'm not. But that's just a thing that they found out on TikTok or whatever the fuck, right? But I
Yeah.
also but I
Boomer is your dad.
right, right. But also
You're
I
a Gen
do
X or Gen Z, Gen
I
one
don't
of the
fucking
fucking letters.
I fucking don't pay attention to any of that shit. But in any event, I listen to a lot of boomer music. I listen to the fucking ZZ Top, the
Hmm.
Police, fucking Eric Clapton, like all of that's like, uh, when you get into like black music, I'm like fucking Chuck
Mariah Carey.
Berry, eh, Chuck Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Fats Domino. Give me that all day.
Yeah.
But so one would argue that like, oh, you're white. That's what I've gotten like almost since middle school. Like, oh, you're white, you're Oreo, whatever the fuck, right? So it's not a
I'm
black
a
or white.
coconut.
Oh, you could see. I feel that. I feel that. Uh,
Wait, how do you feel that I'm a coconut but you're not an Oreo?
I didn't say I wasn't an Oreo.
Oh, gotcha.
I did say I used to fight it, but I'm fully whatever.
Okay.
So again, going back to the Yellowstone and the Sons of Anarchy, but there's certain danger, right? Just like even with like
But
there's
it's not the
parts
black
of
people.
no,
It's
no,
the
no.
Indians.
Oh, okay, same. Okay, here's the deal. I won't go to fucking Water Compton because I just know what the fuck is gonna happen. So just there's nothing wrong with it. But like when shit goes, like sun goes down, and I'm in fucking Watson Compton, I gotta get the fuck out of here, cause I don't,
I promise you nothing's gonna happen when you're at home watching Yellowstone.
I don't, I just, it's not mine, it's not mine, it's theirs, and if it's yours, it's amazing, just like okay,
Yeah.
the fucking Gran Torino, I was like, this is the most racist ass shit. It's just fucking what's his name? Clint Eastwood, who I never got any of his movies anyway, right? But this is the same time he was talking to Invisible Obama in the chair or whatever, and he was just like pissed off and wanting to shoot the
I
Asians that
haven't
were,
seen that movie by the way, but yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah,
yeah, he just
it just looked awful from the beginning.
right, and it is, it's exactly that, and it's just
Hmm.
Yeah, so I won't watch Gran Torino or any fucking Clint Eastwood movie, but also there like I won't watch a Clint Eastwood movie, but I also wouldn't watch a Woody Allen movie, and I'm not saying that they're the fucking same thing, but
Hmm.
also like they're just it's not my taste, like
Right.
okay, so let's Chris Benoit, right? It's a weird fucking deal, right?
Chris
Because
Benoit. I used to think his name was Chris Benoit.
I believe that. I believe that.
And I was like, who's Chris Benoit?
Yeah,
And what happened to the Benoit guy?
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. Jamal says my cousin lives in Watts. I'm a tough dude, but I don't walk in the store when visiting. No, but and that's the thing,
I
right?
wouldn't either.
Yeah, there's certain social cues, right? You wouldn't go down to fucking, you know, Medellin, Colombia, going like, "Yo, I fucking know, like uh, Escobar's secrets and shit like that," and
Hmm.
or talk shit. Like, there's certain social cues or whatever. So I feel like the Yellowstone and the fucking Sons of Anarchy, they're not. I just.
Fine.
And I'm not saying that it's not a good show. Just like how you're like, oh, ER. Like I went to Scrog because of fucking ER, and I thought I was gonna, you know, wear
Well, I
Scruggs
wasn't.
and
I wasn't allowed to watch
a lot of stuff.
any PG-13 and up
But why is that?
because my dad was very strict,
Okay, I feel that.
as you can see.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which one, Menace Society or Menace Society? Which is the other
Uh
one?
Boys in
Menace.
the Hood, right?
No, Menace Society.
There's only one of those.
Which
I've
is
seen, I've seen Boys in the Hood, and that scared me enough. Like I had
wasn't
my
that in Inglewood? Filmed in Inglewood?
I don't know.
It
And
was.
I wasn't living here when that happened though. I was in the Bay Area. So funny enough, Jamal,
Boys in the Hood was
um,
filmed in Inglewood. I'm
I
almost
s-
positive.
I saw Boys in the Hood when I was like 7. My dad fucking took me. Filmed in Watts actually. So there you go.
Oh,
Well,
South Central. Oh
okay.
yeah.
Well, funny enough, I actually and I'll probably post it, but I
Which is the one
drove
that was filmed in Inglewood?
the wood.
Was it the Hood or the Wood or Hood or
That's
whatever?
the wood. That's like
Yeah.
15 years removed between the two. But anyway, um, or maybe not even that. Like I want to say, Boys in the Hood came out '89, John Singleton, and then The Wood comes out in '99, 2000, somewhere around there. But
Yeah. Because one of my classmates was in that movie.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, your
And
your classmates with Omar Epps, are you?
no, it was one of the bald black dudes that was in that movie.
Okay, they're all
Forget his name. They were all
well,
black and bald.
yeah, pretty much.
it
It's like it's like UPN. Pick one.
was a. It was. I was gonna say it was one of the darker ones, but they're all dark too.
Yeah, it's like you got good. If I can
Let's
figure
just
this
say it
out.
wasn't Mike Epps.
Okay, right on. I like
It
it.
was a supporting one.
Okay, the supporting black dude. Yeah.
It was one of
Uh,
the supporting black dudes.
yeah. Um, yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't. I might. I mean, Yellowstone might have a good. Tay Diggs was it Tay Diggs? Did you go to school with Tay Diggs?
No, it was another one.
The big, tall, black guy. Oh fuck.
Again, they're all big,
Home,
tall, and black.
Homeboy didn't do anything after what I feel like.
Right, he didn't.
Yeah.
Was it the
Shit.
wood?
I feel like it's wood. Wait, the wood. Let's see. Wood. Oh, that's I did that and it gave me porno.
It wasn't. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Richard T. Jones.
I is that his name? I'm not really sure. Let me see the cast. The wood cast. It was none of the actual Dwayne Finley,
Okay,
maybe
Dwayne Finley. Let's see. Who's Dwayne Finley?
some guy. I think
Oh,
that's gonna look like him.
top cast. Oh, okay. Wow, that's
And
wild.
I graduated with Paul Pierce.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Boys in the Hood was filmed in South Central, though. There you
I
go.
didn't, I didn't, I didn't know Paul Pierce, but we graduated '98 together.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's brilliant.
So yeah, yeah.
I I mean, there were some notables in my graduating class. There was Lawrence Jackson, who played for. He set a shit ton of records at USC as a
Hmm.
football player, and then he went to Seattle, and then he ended his career in Detroit, and that was that. And then also, um, D Smoke is the rapper. He won the. I know him as Daniel Ferris, so but he won the Netflix like version of like "Do You Think You Could Rap" or whatever.
Mm. I
Uh,
also went to school with a porn star.
what?
Yes.
Who's this porn star?
Wait, I can't. I'm trying to remember her name. It's in the
Her
tip of
name.
my tongue, and I can't
Well,
get it out. It's one of
I,
those.
tip of your tongue and couldn't get it out.
Yeah. Well, she, she um, she's a really sweet chick in school. Like really quiet, chill,
Okay.
right? Really nice. And then I don't know if we were like on Facebook that people were posting what people were doing, and then someone found her, and I was like, oh, no. And then I looked her up, and I was like,
Whoa.
no,
Wow.
that is her.
Well, I do. I feel like I have a friend that graduate. I mean, um, a little bit older than the both of us, right? But she went to St. Mary's. Is that the all girls Catholic school in England?
Yes, St. Mary's,
Yeah. So she went
the one
there.
next door to St. John's. Yes.
Yeah. Uh, and in her graduating class was also a porn star
Mm-hmm.
named Bridget the Midget.
Okay.
That's her name. I'm not. That's her stage name. I don't know what her actual.
Have you looked her up?
She's a dwarf.
But have you looked her up?
Yeah, I guess. And I don't know. I don't. I want to. I want to get off of this. It's this bad. I want out. Fucking people unlock the doors. Shit. I don't. Yeah. So.
I purposely don't look up those things on my phone, but I have a phone, an old phone that I used to use, and it's not broken. I use it now to check the monitors for the babies when they're asleep. I might
Okay.
look it up on that phone
Okay.
if I
Also.
can find it.
Also, DuckDuckGo. I feel like that's the thing. You
What
put
the
in
hell's
duck.
DuckDuckGo?
It's a
Does it
unencrypted.
block?
Yeah. Yeah. And also, like, let's say if you're controversial things, let's say I don't know the fucking SBF, the fucking crypto shit, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you put it in the Google machine, and you only get a certain amount of what hits or whatever, right? But then you look it up in DuckDuckGo, and there's like a whole nother 10 pages worth of shit, you know. So
I never
DuckDuckGo,
even heard of DuckDuckGo.
yeah, man. Rogan talks about it, so that's how I know about it.
I gotta look into it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So I don't like anything that I think that doesn't like me. Like I remember
you didn't think the holidays didn't like you, and the holidays liked you.
the
The
holidays.
holidays, the
No,
holidays liked your son a lot.
yes, 100%. I mean, I guess I can say in total disclosure, but he came away with like arguably the biggest prize of the night. It was a you get get down pretty hard because he got a drone, like a fucking
Has
drone.
he used it?
Yeah. So
Is it
yeah.
nice?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Really? Damn, I should have
So
got one for myself.
we maybe I return the favor. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but
let's talk about your humbug
but humbug.
being demolished
I wouldn't say that.
in
I
one night.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that, and I told you this that night. I was like, I'm not focusing on Christmas. I'm focusing on how much fun I'm having with your family,
Yeah, it
and
was so
also
much fun.
right. So I could block it out. I turned that channel off, like while we were there.
Yeah.
Even more evident that we didn't decorate the tree.
Yeah, it was a tree decorating thing.
That we
Normally we decorate the tree first and then
yeah
we play games. But my uncle was like, let's say we might be leaving soon. I was like, let's just play the games then.
yeah
So we jumped into playing the games.
yeah
So we had 6 games with gifts, uh, really good gifts.
yes. So
Uh,
I think one was we put balls in a box and put it on our posteriors and shaked it.
yeah,
I
a
feel
tissue
like
box.
okay,
You wrapped it around, you tied it around your waist, and the
and it sat
box
right
had
above our butt
your
top
butt, and then the box had balls
balls.
inside, and you had to shake them out.
Yeah, I feel like
Mhm.
that's how a lot of slaves got done dirty.
Oh my god,
The balls and
you
the
did it! You had fun.
yes, I did. Yeah. Speaking of fun, or McMac, hey baby, what's up, McMac?
I
Uh,
was really about to say, where happened to McMac? He's always on,
yeah,
and I haven't
I
seen
know.
him.
It's probably because I waited so long to create the link that he didn't see it on the socials, and he was like,
Uh,
"Oh, fucking a." But yes,
it's
McMac from
every Wednesdays.
yes, um, yeah. So I mean, I had a great time. I had a great time. I
Yeah, it was
love
fun.
fucking oh the food. Oh, fucking Salvadorian longanisas and shit. Like, oh my god.
Chorizos.
Yeah, all of it was great. The fucking
Yeah,
meat and the
the
garlic.
chicken,
There was a garlic salsa, which I just loved.
garlic habanero salsa,
Yes,
which
yes.
we actually get at the farmers market to be.
Really?
Yeah.
And its phone died. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
RIP your phone.
Excuse
Bless
me.
you. Salute.
Excuse me.
Salute. Yeah. I feel like we need to. It's so hard to say
Say
goodbye
goodbye
to
to
your
Big Mac's phone.
phone. Yeah,
You're
there we
terrible
go.
at this.
Oh, 100%. Um, no, so like I liked it. It got me off of the fact that like it's not the holidays.
Right. It's
So
normally a sad time for you, and it was actually really fun with the fam.
yeah, yeah, and I've been because like right after that we let's see. So that was my days run together. So I like
That was a Saturday. Oh,
that
I'm
was a
sorry. That was
Saturday.
Friday.
That was
That
a
was Friday
Friday.
night. That was on Black Friday.
Okay, so
Hmm.
the night before we went to my cousin's house,
Right
right,
for Thanksgiving.
for Thanksgiving. Then Friday we went to your house, and then Saturday and Sunday we were in Bakersfield for my wife's family, right?
Hmm.
So, and then even last night, one of my son's friends from a former school that ended up moving to Florida and then now Michigan, because of the pandemic and whatever. But him and his mom and little brother were back, and um, my son's friend Julian, and it's like my nephew. He's like they're symbiotic, like.
Hmm.
But they rolled into town during before the holidays, but before they left, they went ahead and was like, "Hey, come over." And um, Julian's mom's sister actually lives not too far from us, like 5 minutes away, 5-10 minutes away, or whatever. So we had like pizza. The kids got together. One of their other friends, who's also like my niece. they all got to get together for the first time really since like COVID happened,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe the second time since COVID,
Oh,
and
that's pretty
especially
cool.
yeah. But I'm realizing the importance of the family stuff, which I didn't, I didn't, I didn't have a lot of that because we were always moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
The consistent friends and everything like that. That wasn't until later, and then when I had it, I feel like Elmira from the fucking Looney Tunes. I gotta love
Mm-hmm.
you and squeeze you, and
I
I
love
said
you, excuse you. I love you.
the Animaniacs, not the Looney Tunes. My bad.
For
Uh,
the enemy.
yeah. So I feel, I feel like I see how much that those things are important
Mm-hmm.
to get together with people,
Yeah.
especially around this time. I'm not used to it, and I mean, and not to say that it's not for naught, because like one of my other friends, he and his family has this over um, for Christmas and Thanksgiving, like years before COVID and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, but for me, like me being in it, it's weird. It's odd and whatever. Like I feel comfortable talking here, but then like it gets weird. I don't know. I feel like I'm
Yeah, I
not
think you
one.
did. I think you did get that. I think you had fun. You didn't win anything. Your son beat you.
That's great. Fuck. I mean, every generation's supposed to be better than the last, right?
Yeah, he
Like,
won some great prizes.
yes, he did. Thank you for that. Yeah. Um,
Uh,
I too ended up broke. I think I had like $20 and then went out bye bye. And your dad, holy shit! Every time he got to jack money from me, he was like, "Hey, yee!" I was like, "Fuck!"
he will clown you. My dad
And
may be my dad might be a lot of things. My dad may be handicapped. He might not be able to talk. My dad had a stroke, but almost about 20 years ago, or maybe a little bit under 18,
okay,
17 years ago. But he will clown you, and he
yeah,
will take your money when you
yeah,
gamble.
yeah. You don't give a shit.
He don't give a fuck. He's like,
Yeah,
give me that.
yeah,
Give me all of
unbelievable.
that.
Yes.
But it
Oh,
was fun. We were
oh, you.
flat.
Oh, sorry.
We were flat.
Not
I'm
Whitney
sorry.
Houston. I heard your PowerPoints have no switches. Like a PowerPoint presentation? Uh, if I want to say that the PowerPoints are too
I want to
mean.
say it's because, like the tree, when we power it up, it's on the switch.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Maybe, maybe. Um, I also want to talk about something that I saw. Let's talk a little bit of current events. I heard, actually,
I heard.
I saw a tweet
Hmm.
that they're gonna do somewhere. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe an award show or something. They're gonna pay a tribute to Whitney Houston.
I literally just read that before we came out, and J Lo's gonna
Yeah.
sing,
Yes.
bro.
And did you see what she fucking said?
That they have the same pitch or tone.
Yes, it's right in my fucking vocal range. I swear to God, J Lo,
I was like,
somebody get her and just take her away. Just take her. Just
Ben Affleck, what have you done?
I fucking I don't I don't know what to do. Okay, so the
Listen, I don't think J Lo's a great singer. I think she's cool.
no,
Don't get me
no,
wrong, she's cool.
yeah, man. So okay, so I don't really, yeah, 100%. Yep, oh, for sure. That's what she said. Whitney. I mean, they're fucking making a movie on Whitney's life, you know. And J Lo thinks she's got the
Who's
same
who's playing Whitney?
some
Let
some chick.
me see.
Which funny enough, right? J Lo played a certain famous somebody. Right? She played Selena. Right? Now I don't remember her. Um, I don't really remember her on In Living Color. I vaguely remember the show that she had.
She was a dancer in Living Color.
Yeah, she was one of the Fly Girls, but I don't I remember Rosie Perez, but I don't remember J Lo.
Was Rosie Perez a dancer too?
She was. I
No, she was an actual on the
she
actual show.
no. There was a couple times where she appeared on the show. Oh, the train is going on, and the fucking setting off both dogs. They're like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Oh,
Yeah,
she said,
yeah.
"quote
She was a fly girl too. Yeah, she
I
was.
feel that Whitney's song fits my vocal range very well. I'm going to sing I Have Nothing and I Will Always Love You." Bro, I'm done. I'm done. It is what it is.
So, oh my gosh, Owen, get her.
I want to know.
Yeah,
I want to know if he really loves. No,
yeah.
I want to know who.
Rosie Perez. Yeah, yeah. No, Rosie was a fly girl too. 100%. I
What?
remember.
Yeah, I don't remember Rosa Perez, but I do remember Jennifer Lopez. What if? Now, this is just my theory.
Okay.
What if they have J Lo sing, right? What did she say she's gonna sing? What did I just say?
I have
I have
nothing,
nothing,
and
and
I
I
will
will
always
always
love
love you. What if they have her sing these so they can end up just canceling her because she was so bad? What if that's the plan?
you. No, no, because have you seen Fergie sing the national anthem at the fucking NBA All Star game?
But Fergie can sing
Not on that night.
100%.
Not on that night.
She butchered the national anthem.
She tried to make it a jazz, whatever the
Right.
fuck, and it just,
And that's
yeah.
what she said. She tried to do a different rendition.
You don't.
She tried to
It
whatever
was
the hell.
bad.
And so it was bad. The difference is that I think Fergie sings a whole lot better than J Lo.
Yeah. So also Fergie. Okay, so I know we were talking about J because I want to go back to J Lo for a little bit, but with Fergie,
Mm-hmm.
I remember when like Black Eyed Peas was
The
like
shit.
yeah, but no, before Fergie,
Right. Oh, okay.
there was a time that there was a yeah, yes she did,
Yes, bro. She
yeah,
really
she
did.
fucking really did.
I
So
wonder if you can find her tweet on her own
yeah,
thingy.
I can pull it up. Let me
Let's
see.
look up the tweet. Let's find J
J
Lo's tweet.
Lo, Whitney, Whitney Houston. There you go. Oh, she already did it.
She already did what?
She already sing it.
No.
Yes.
Where?
J. Wait, I don't want to. Oh, yep, yes. This was a clip. What I just saw, and I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, you know, so I can't play it. But what I saw
Right.
was, you know, they're about to do an interview with her, and you know, they're setting up the cameras and whatever, and she is singing, kind of, you know, but it's just like if she thinks that's singing, I don't.
Was she singing?
It was very candid. Like it was in between takes of whatever interview that she was doing, you know. So, but yeah, I don't. Okay, so we're gonna get back to J Lo, but Fergie, right? I remember when Black Eyed Peas. There was one bill that I saw because my dad worked at and the stepmom worked at a lot of the clubs in Hollywood, and I
Mm-hmm.
remember there was a bill, a flyer for Oza Motley, Black Eyed Peas, and System of a Down. Before
Ooh.
all of them broke big,
Yeah.
right? So the girl that the Black Eyed Peas had because they've always had a girl singer, but the what The
Who
one
was the singer before them?
I want to. I feel like a mill is that might be a name. I don't know, but there's a song called Joints and Jam. That song is my favorite fucking Black Eyed Peas song. It's and it's pre Fergie, right? Fergie at this time was on this show called Great. I want to feel. I feel like it was Great Expectations or Little Something, whatever. But basically, it was a competition show of people lip syncing, and she
Mm-hmm.
was a part of this girl group called Wild Orchid, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was one of three girls in this group, Wild Orchid, and all three of them hosted the show on like ABC Family, where people would lip sync a fucking song, and it was like they judged it like American Idol, right? And then all of a sudden, Homegirl uh, leaves the Black Eyed Peas or whatever the fuck, and then they bring her in, and then obviously they rocket to fame and whatever. They finally have the look that because they were toiling like the LA kind of underground scene for like
A
uh,
while.
since the early '90s. Like at least Will I Am, Taboo, the Native American guy, and
Mm-hmm.
Ap Diop is the Filipino
Mm-hmm.
dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been together, like
For a
almost
while.
almost 10 years before they had their first hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So like saying she's a great I mean, for what she is, I
She's a
guess
good
whatever.
singer.
Okay, like saying she's a good singer. Okay, Whitney Houston, Fergie, J Lo. Like theoretically, they do the same thing, but like once you hear it fucking done well, like the
I
way that
mean,
it's supposed
if
to.
anyone's gonna sing Whitney Houston, I think it should be Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, I can't stand her. I
But
just
she can
can't.
sing.
Yeah, I just can't. I just can't. Anything.
Why? What's
She's
wrong with
not.
Jennifer Hudson?
She's just pompous. She's fake. There's nothing about her that I found genuine.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
What
her.
about Pete
She's
Murray, Missy Higgins, or Eskimo Joe? Not bad. You gotta give me some of their work. Adam. Yeah. No, I just don't like Jennifer Hudson. See, I'm not the only one. This is it. Like, I think she got a little bit of you know, when she was on American Idol, she was the kind of like I guess the girl next door to an extent, right? But then I can't even remember if she won or she whatever the fuck.
I think she was runner up.
So whatever that was, right?
I'm gonna
It gave her
say,
it gave her a complex where she's like,
right?
and that was the thing with all of like, you know, Kelly Clarkson is like literally the only idol that I can remember that is still doing shit today. Everybody else, like Chris Daughtry, right? Most people forget he was on American Idol, but he was in like the top five, and then whatever. So
Mhm.
you don't sign that fucking record deal that they do, and you have to do the single and the
Like what's
tour,
her Fantasia was another one.
right? And Fantasia did fuck all. Ruben stuttered, right?
Hmm.
Like the key to that show is getting in the top five, not signing the deal, possibly going on the tour when they were still doing the American Idol tour or whatever.
Hmm.
But then you weren't contractually obligated beyond the tour. So you got to, if you wanted to fucking work with Quincy Jones or whatever the fuck after it, then like you could do that. Um, so Jennifer Hudson, I feel like it gave her a complex, like I got to be better and whatever, and she did better, but then she dropped all the weight, and I feel like those two things, she just thinks she's the God's gift to everything. She's completely
Yeah, she
disingenuous.
dropped way too much weight, I think.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, do you boo boo whatever the fuck or whatever,
No,
but like,
definitely 100%. Whatever makes you feel
but
better, healthy, good
but
about
she
yourself, it
she
is what
was
it is.
she
I think
was
she
more
looked beautiful as a
yeah
bigger. She didn't have to lose that much weight.
I love
I love
Fantasia.
Fantasia. I used to love Fantasia too.
I love That's my Fantasia impression.
That's your Fantasia impression.
I'm sorry, Jamal. I'm not trying to shit on her.
No,
Yeah,
no, he's not trying to shit on her. He just
no,
did.
that's this. Okay, um, and I'm not jealous. I mean, she clearly makes more money than I do doing what the fuck she does. But
I
I'm
don't know
just
what she does now, but like
feel
there's
like
so much.
Tyler Perry movie. That's she. She might have been like the third from the top of a Tyler Perry movie. She just got to be. No, I mean, fuck. I like people wrestling around in their in their underwear, dropping each other on their heads. Like,
Oh, he
fuck.
thinks she's hot.
Oh, okay.
I
You're alone on this one, bro. I was with you.
We were with you until the end.
Yeah, to the bitter fucking end.
It's bitter.
That's every fucking Fantasia song. God damn.
Can you imagine?
What? Her without a lip? Come on. Can I imagine what? Y'all don't think? No. Not for me. I can't speak for Claudia, but no.
I'm 100% into my husband, but Fantasia is definitely not hot.
A close second to Jason Wade. They have the same frame.
My husband and Fantasia?
I just wanted to throw that out there. That's not true at all. I just wanted to put that out there. See your reaction. Yeah, no. So yeah,
Fantasia, look,
she's named after
she
the
has
wackest fucking Disney fucking movie. What if they named her
she
Song of the
has
South?
this like she has
Yes,
like this
it's a list.
frown. No, she does have a list. Can you imagine Fantasia in bed with a list? Bro, I'm done. Sorry, Jamal.
It's playing in my head.
Technically, this is Jamal's fault because he's turning. I can't.
Okay. Back to J Lo. Okay.
My
So
stomach hurts now.
what was
I
it?
can't do this.
Wasn't you remember she got all types of shit for bet that mouth does wonder. Wait, I need to chill. Almost
Jamal, Jamal said.
I'm sorry. Oh, hey,
Jamal said that lisp. That
that
lisp serves its
get it.
purpose. Jamal's like that lisp
Get it, bro.
serves its
Get
purpose,
it.
bro.
Get it, bro. I mean, salute.
It's
I mean, if you can, I can't handle it. So if you can handle it, do you, boo boo? But yeah.
Shit,
So
now all I can think about is a lisp in some head.
her in bed. Oh, assuming she gets out on the bed and she doesn't want to take it to the floor.
Wait,
Okay.
bro, what if she doesn't use the lisp for those purposes? Jamal.
How could you
come
not,
on.
though? How could you not? You trying to say her whole lisp is a gimmick?
No.
Is that what you're trying to play? Or she's like a weird savant where she clicks on and then she clicks off.
No, see,
But
Jamal is saying that that mouth
does
serves
wonder.
it right.
Sad, chocolate. Yeah.
So I'm saying, what if she doesn't use her list for that purpose?
Well, I mean, if if the if a lisp is a speech impediment, something in her mouth that offsets the speech impediment.
Is she gonna lisp on your penis? That's what I want to know.
Hyena, hyena would no 100%. I mean, come on, you.
Because that's what Jamal's thinking. Jamal's thinking
I'm
she has a
just,
lisp,
yeah, I'm just.
so she must get
I
wet
mean,
head.
oh god,
What did
oh,
Jamal say,
oh god, yeah, there you
bro?
go. I mean, ain't no way. Oh, okay. So going back to Jennifer Lopez, right? So she forgets. She. Oh, yep. It's a Jack Swagger list. We the people. We the people. The fucking idiot.
The difference is Jack Swagger probably doesn't give anyone head.
I mean, his.
Probably.
I mean, it depends on what your definition of getting the head is. So there's that. I don't.
Don't
I
mind my baby hairs, you guys.
There you go. No, going back to Jennifer Lopez, like
Jennifer Lopez.
she needs to fucking quit.
She
She
needs
got
to take
all
several
the
seats.
no, but like she got all the shit for being. Imagine if Twitter and all the social medias were here when she was playing as Puerto
Selena.
Ricana, playing Selena, who is a Mexicana, right? Like that. You
No,
don't.
she's American. Tex
Yeah,
Mex.
yeah, Tex-Mex. She's the.
Tejana.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm love Selena, so I'm not gonna get any fucking hate
Why do
tweets here.
people, why do everyone but Hispanic people call her Selena's? It's
The movie,
Selena. Selena.
the fucking movie.
I
I
know,
I
because
do
they
everything
say
for
it,
my
Selena.
Selena. I'm trying to tell the yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, Selena.
Yeah.
Uh, so she got. Imagine if the fucking social media was there in 1990, whatever the fuck, when she played Selena, right? She got a whole bit of shit. I remember I was like maybe a week after we came to LA when they held the open auditions
Mm-hmm. I
at
remember that.
Union Station, the train
Mm-hmm.
station in downtown. The scene for the Lifehouse, You and Me. There's been quite a bit of movies and TV shows and music videos. John Mayer's
Lots
last
around.
yeah, John Mayer's Last Train Home. That's also at Union Station, but that's where they held the open audition for Selena, and
Selena, yep.
so she got a lot of shit, being not the right race to do that. And I'm not saying her, comparing herself to Whitney Houston and being in the same range has anything to do with the race. It doesn't, But fuck it, like if you're like Sully, fuck. Why can't I say it?
Because
Sully.
now you have a list.
I know I fucked up, and I no Celia Cruz, Gloria Estefan. That I mean, in Whitney's range, that's where I offer up. That's I'm going to introduce them to
If
the
I'm
track.
gonna pick again, if I'm gonna pick someone in this generation of singers, I would either say Jennifer Lopez. Oh, I mean Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Hudson,
Oh,
or Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is an amazing singer.
she can parody too. Like yeah,
Yeah, she's done Mariah Carey. She's
yeah,
done Whitney Houston as well. So
yeah.
why not pick Ariana Grande?
Because
Like
a lot of
because
people.
because J Lo's trying to stay relevant and
No, no.
young.
Yeah, well, I mean, because it's one of those multi-generation old things where, you know, like whether you're 13 or 30, you know who Jennifer Lopez is, you know,
Exactly.
or 70, right? You know who Jennifer Lopez is.
Because
You
you've
remember?
seen Selena.
Well, look at fucking Ariana Grande when she was getting introduced by Larry David
Mhm.
on SNL.
Dude, the first time I saw her, I was like, that girl needs a burger.
Yeah, but no. Um, what's his face? Larry David was going to introduce her on SNL because he was the host or
Hmm.
whatever, and he's like, Ariana, yeah, and he doesn't even try to fix it. He just, you
Hey,
know,
fuck it.
yeah, because he's Larry David. Um,
Hi, Christina.
yeah, the cousin there, my prima. What's going on? Yeah, so I, she says shit like that, forgetting all the hate shit that she got when she played Selena. So I feel like
Look,
you're just attacking the idols that are dead. You fuck.
I think she just needs to take several seats.
Yes.
There's, she can take one at SoFi and just like this is her staying relevant, and she just needs to let it like I can't even put J Lo in the same stage as Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is such a great singer in comparison.
Yeah. I
Like
I feel like yeah,
Ariana Grande would have to come down to where J Lo is.
yeah. Lower herself. No, 100%. I feel
So they could have again, but I think this is just J Lo trying to stay relevant, and she's trying to do anything that she can before her time is up because she's getting old. She's up there.
yeah. I mean, the Dolly Parton is still doing shit, so it's not about age. I feel I don't feel it's about age. I talent,
But
and
Dolly Parton stays in her lane.
yeah, not a big fan of J
Just squat it
Lo.
out, Christina. Squat it out. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Put
I
some
mean,
weights on that booty and you'll be good. You'll have that booty. Right? But
yeah,
again, Dolly Parton stays in her lane. She
yeah.
knows what she can sing and can't sing.
And think about that, right? The "I Will Always Love You" was her song, and then fucking, that's one of those
Hmm.
ones where the fucking cover is better than the original. When like Dolly Parton is just like, fuck, that's Whitney's song now. Dolly's boobs, awesome. There you go. There you go. I mean,
You can't squat those out.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's not natural. That's like
Those are implants,
yes, it have been since 1972.
right?
Um, but
I wonder if they're the same one. I wonder how many times she's replaced those.
ooh, I don't.
Because you got to replace them, right? You can't have the
Yeah,
same implant. I think there's a certain amount of
right.
years.
Well, I mean, and especially if you do athletics, what's your like Ric Flair's daughter who wrestles? She's had, I want to say, like two, at least two, uh, implant ruptures where she fucking like her fucking boob flattened out, and
I hate
she,
her. What's her name?
Charlotte.
I can't stand Charlotte.
Ooh.
I I hate her.
So Charlotte and Mariah Carey singing and whatever the fuck, and you have to pick one. Who's it gonna be?
That yeah, Big Mike is very.
Alien Ant Farm is better than the original. Yeah, as is
That is true.
as is
And isn't that the only song that Michael Jackson let someone redo? No other Michael Jackson song has been redone.
yeah, officially, yeah, 100%. But hurt
Mariah's just silicone walking around on
but
platform shoes.
both sucks as well. But yeah, well,
Yeah.
um no, hurt the Nine Inch Nails thing, and then Johnny Cash covered it right before he died, and fucking they're just like, hey, you know, um, this is your song. Because once you have Johnny Cash cover it, oh, and Beat It, Fallout Boy, yeah, which John Mayer does the solo on that track. I don't know if you guys know. So fucking
Mariah.
yeah, and I
I hate
like
them both. I hate Charlotte Flair and I hate Mariah Carey. I would like to put them in the same boat and burn it as they drink water.
okay, Sad by John Lennon was way better than BB King. No, okay, all right, I feel it. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. What have we learned here? That
That Charlotte Flair is on her daddy's nuts, and that's why she's where she's at.
oh, you know what? I'm not too. I guess a little intro to I guess the after 83 weeks. We are doing that this week, tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But Ric Flair is talking shit about Eric Bischoff and says like, oh, he still hates Bischoff. Everybody kind of hates Flair, man. Like
No one likes Flair. I hate Flair.
yeah, he's
I've never
fucking
liked Ric Flair. I've never liked Ric Flair to begin with. And
yeah.
then now his daughter's in
He's
WWE.
but he's talked a lot of shit. Like his old best friends don't like him. He sold all of his belts. He fucking fucked around on all of his wives, and even the one that he didn't marry.
That's why he's leaving off his daughter. That's why she's over there daddy dick
Well, he's
sucking.
got
That's
the
what I call
podcast.
it.
He's got the podcast. So
That's
I
what
mean,
my husband gets mad at me and I'm like, she's over there daddy dick sucking, and that's why she's where she's at. And he's like, Claudia, that shit sounds gross.
I
But that's what she's doing.
I actually think she's better than Rick.
Sh- That's fine, but the only reason she's there is because of Rick.
Yeah,
And Ric Flair does a great job of making sure that he lets everyone know that.
yeah. I'm in a tough situation. Well, no, I when Ric Flair started talking shit about Bret Hart, I was like, "Fuck off, asshole." So it ain't no
No
skin
one
off my
likes him.
back. Yeah, I think Nick Bach actually another kind of tidbit, but I I've jumped on and a co-host of another podcast that because I don't have enough of them, right? But the Kings of Mayhem podcast on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe there. I've just joined on with the incomparable John Marshall, and we are actually taking a look at our first episode, soon to be dropping later in the month. But we're going to take apart the three Nature Boys: Buddy Rogers, the original, Ric Flair, and Buddy Landell. And you're going to hear my thoughts on it. I will also say that even though he wasn't a Nature Boy, to do the gimmick better, Nick Bockwinkel. You look up Nick Bockwinkel and you look up Ric Flair and whatever, even though he was a Nature Boy and had the robes or whatever, the presentation, like Ric Flair was the Wolf of Wall Street, fucking 80s, millionaire, doing coke and whatever. She yelling for no goddamn reason. And Nick
I
Bockwinkel,
hate his yell. Oh my god, I can't
yeah,
stand it.
yeah. Then Rick, I could, yes. No, Charlotte is better than Rick. Yeah, and Rick is a bitter old man. 100%. 100%.
Yeah,
So
I don't
he's,
like him.
he fucking shitted on the WWE, right? He's like, oh, this is my last match with Shawn Michaels, and then fucking divorced the wife that he had or whatever, and then ended up on TNA, and him and Hulk Hogan, like two Geritol looking fuckers bleeding on national TV and shit like that.
Hmm.
It was supposed to be a match. Um, I think Triple H bought his Rick sold his original NWA title
Hmm.
for money, and then Triple H bought it back for him, and then he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna sue you guys because I'm the man, and now Becky Lynch is using the man, so I'm gonna sue it because I'm the man." And like, the fuck are you doing? Like, he just they stick with you with all your fucking bullshit ass divorces, all your that
Hmm.
was all your fault. Your kid's not talking to you, your son died. Like, they
I
stuck
like
with
Becky
it.
Lynch, by the way. Becky Lynch is cool. I like
She,
her
yeah,
pre look. I don't like the new look.
yeah.
I like the.
I dig it. I think she's a main event act.
Hmm.
Is she borrowing a lot from Conor McGregor? Yeah, absolutely. But also, Conor McGregor borrows a lot of his persona from wrestling. So there's that. Muhammad Ali
Definitely.
did. Tyson did. Floyd
Hmm.
Mayweather, and then Conor McGregor is the latest. Uh, I guess combat sports incarnation of borrowing from wrestling. So, yeah, I mean Ric Flair, Jesus Christ, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. So there's that. Uh, so I guess there we go. We we didn't decorate the tree. We kind of got
We
into
sure
Scott.
did.
Uh, what the fuck is J Lo doing? What the fuck is Jennifer Hudson doing? Fetishizing
Um,
Fantasia Barrino. and Ric Flair's a bitter old man. So I think we're good for this week. Yeah,
I
wouldn't you
think we've
say?
covered. I think we've covered a lot.
I think we did. We did. But
And thanks to Jamal, we'll have
yeah, Jamal, fuck
sex
yes,
streams with.
of Advantasia. That's it. Beat It Fallout Boy is gonna really be the theme of tonight, and
That was wild.
that's gonna stay up there. Oh, 100%. But Claudia, where can people find you on the socials?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at cc_272.
Yeah, and I'm
That's it.
according to Woods. The Principal Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. If you're viewing this, chances are you're following the stuff I do. Tomorrow night, we're actually back. 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, knock on wood, if nothing happens, but back with After 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff, WWE Hall of Famer, as well as Voodoo in the Woods at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're breaking down the next UFC fight night. We got a lot of shit going on, and the aforementioned Kings of Mayhem podcast coming through. You want to definitely subscribe to that YouTube channel to find out that we're gonna, like I said, we're taking apart and dissecting and comparing and contrasting the three Nature Boys: Buddy Rogers, Ric Flair, Buddy Landell. So that's what we're doing. But you can
I
find me at
need
according. Yeah,
I need a couple more podcasts to catch up with you.
I don't. I mean, you can. I'm not saying this to be facetious. Like I fucking go crazy, but I also found my art form. This is. I was never good at playing sports. I was never good at talking shit. This is my thing. So like I'm
Hmm.
gonna do it, and hopefully everybody likes it. And that's yes, that's 6 p.m. Friday night my time, McMac. So yes, 6 p.m. Friday in Australia for you, good sir. Yeah. So fuck yeah, we got it. We do this. Also, check out bodyslam.net because all of the According to Woods and Voodoo in the Woods combat sports stuff is also on that. So go ahead and give them a follow and a subscription on all of the things. But we will be back, assuming there's no holiday or whatever next week. We're back, you and I, talking about whatever the fuck is in our heads. So thank you guys for joining
Yeah.
us. You guys are tremendous. Mario Yamasaki's for you all. Claudia, Jamal, Micmac. Yeah. Thank you all.
Christina, thank
Christina.
you.
Christina. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys. And we are out. Have a great week, everyone.